Welcome to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today, the Roku Channel is adding 12 new channels, with a ton of them coming from NBC Universal. The FTC held yesterday a hearing about making canceling cable TV and other subscriptions, like even gym memberships, easy as just clicking a button. And the $6 billion NFL Sunday Ticket lawsuit is going to go to court here very soon. We'll tell you all these stories and more in a minute. If you're new here, you can find all the stories I talk about down in the show notes and in the first pinned comment. I'll put a link to each story so you can read about yourself and come up with your own opinions. I love to hear from you. If you're new here, do me a big favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so YouTube recommends our videos to more people, helping us grow and hopefully helping you break free from the high cost of television, but still watch the shows you enjoy. Let's start off with the Roku Channel. We broke the news yesterday. The Roku Channel is adding a ton of new free channels. These include ones like Bowl, a 24/7 Bowl, Bravo Top Chef, Lassie, and others are included with this. Magellan TV was added with it. We also saw The Lone Ranger, 24/7, Universal Westerns, Golf Pass if you're a golf person, tons of golf channels, Golf Pass content for free streaming through here. This comes as last month. NBC Universal and the Roku Channel added other content, including Project Runway, Bravo, The Real Housewives, Keeping It Up, $1 Million Listing Vault, and other channels were added last month. Check it out. Link in the show notes if you want to see the full list. Again, if you haven't tried these free ad-supported streaming services, they are way better than they used to be. There's so much great content in them. I would highly recommend you take a look at these channels, not just the Roku Channel, but Pluto TV, Tubi, and more. A lot of great content there, much better than it was a few years ago. All right, yesterday morning, the FTC held a hearing on what they're calling the click to cancel rule. And this is a proposed rule that would require companies to make it as easy to cancel as it is to sign up. Gym memberships have long been one of these, but cable TV is also. You can often, with some companies, sign up online for a service or a product, but then if you want to cancel it, you have to go into the store, you have to call, there's all kinds of rigmarole you have to do. Under this proposed law, they have to make it as easy to cancel as it is to sign up. So if they want you to sign up through their website, they have to let you cancel through their website. Now, this is a proposed rule. The hearing yesterday was a public hearing to hear comments. Of course, you understand many different industries are very much against this proposed rule change, but there's a lot of support for it, and it's widely expected that this rule will go through, may face legal challenges in the courts, so don't expect this to take effect anytime soon. But I do think that this one will hold up and end up going through there. So fingers crossed, FTC is working its way through the court or through the process, likely before a court case on this. But I suspect the FTC will pass it this year. We'll see what companies do to challenge it. All right, you probably heard that the NFL is being sued over NFL Sunday Ticket. This actually dates back to the DirecTV NFL Sunday Ticket days. There's a $6 billion class action lawsuit from some viewers who are unhappy that the NFL is making it difficult, especially back then when you had to have DirecTV satellite and NFL Sunday Ticket to get a lot of games. They're challenging this now, even though it's with YouTube TV, you can get it without needing a DirecTV. I'll be interested to see how this plays out. You know, NFL is a private company. There's a lot of people who've argued they have every right to make their games behind a paywall. On the flip side, a lot of people have argued that the way they did it, especially with the DirecTV deal, was wrong because you had to also get in DirecTV package and then pay for this. So question of the day. Do you think that NFL and others should be able to put their content wherever they want it? We recently had a lot of people upset that a playoff game was on Peacock. You had to subscribe to Peacock. It wasn't available on a local television station, either through a cable provider, streaming provider, or with an antenna. You had to get Peacock. Do you think the government should force, or a lawsuit should force companies to make their content free available through that? Or can they put it wherever they want? That's my question of the day. Amazon and SpaceX are in a heated battle, and I'm not going to get too much into this next topic, but I have a very lengthy post about the future of cord cutting and cord cutting 2.0 really relying heavily on Amazon and SpaceX bringing internet to more people. While a lot of people who watch this are living in major cities, small or large, where they can watch or get multiple internet providers, there's still millions of people around the world who live in areas where internet service is very hard, very expensive. Now with SpaceX and soon Amazon's home internet, that's expected to become easier and easier. Keep an eye on this. As internet options grow, typically internet prices come down. Things like data caps go away because there's competition. Look for that to become more and more common there. Now, there was a lot of people surprised in our next story that Peacock didn't go down during the NFL Sunday or NFL playoff game on Saturday night, but something did go down Sunday night. AT&T U-verse TV, which is now managed by DirecTV, service was out for over 12 hours. DirecTV says some type of weather-related issue caused the feed for U-verse television to go down. It went down late Sunday. It did not come back until the middle of the day on Monday. But hey, people, whenever any services are out and streaming, they will say, I'm just going to go back to cable. Remember, cable TV has their own outages. This is just one example of that. This one was down 12 hours, which is definitely longer than normal for either a streaming service or a cable TV provider. If you're a fan of free streaming services like the Roku Channel, Pluto TV, they now have, with the addition of some more game show networks over the last few months, they now have 14 game show networks included with it on Pluto TV. This includes new and old ones like the old Bob Barker Price is Right, and you can also get a separate channel for the new Drew Carey version of The Price is Right. Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud Classic, Hollywood Squares, Supermarket Sweeps, Deal or No Deal, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, Buzzard, and many other channels are all live on Pluto TV. If you love game show content, check out the links in the show notes down below for a full list of all the ones on Pluto TV. Well, we could complain about price hikes and Netflix and others raising the price, but if you live in Turkey, you're getting your second Netflix price hike in the last 4 months. Netflix has quietly started rolling out another price hike with this. Now, when you run the numbers, it's still cheaper than the United States. Now, a lot of people say, well, how is that possible? Well, it's because different countries have different catalogs of content. Turkey's content is different, smaller, thus cheaper with that. Also, in some countries where Netflix isn't as popular, they keep the price down, trying to grow their market share. In Turkey, I think a lot of it has to do with a smaller catalog, lower royalty fees, allowing them to charge a lower price. Sometimes this is a warning of price hikes in other areas. I'm not so sure about that right now because Netflix just went up in the United States not that long ago. But keep a close eye on that. We sure will. Another free streaming service, Filmrise, is adding over 5,000 hours of free shows. This includes a lot of British versions of popular US shows, including Hell's Kitchen, Nanny 911, and other shows out there with this. Kitchen Nightmares, I think, was another British version that's now available there. I love the British version and the US version of that. Check it out. But with this deal, they renewed some shows and add shows. 5,000 hours of content now available on Filmrise. If you haven't checked it out, link in the show notes for more. All right, if you've been thinking about getting a Roku TV, when the new Roku branded Roku TV line made by Roku came out, it was exclusive to Best Buy. Well, that's no longer. They announced earlier this year they intended to make it more widely available. Now that has happened, they've quietly launched them on Amazon. You can now buy Roku TVs on Amazon under the Roku brand. Now, other companies like Sharp and TCL and others have sold Roku TVs on Amazon for a long, long time. But the actual Roku branded Roku TVs that came out last year were exclusive to Best Buy. No more. You can get them now in multiple store places with Best Buy and Amazon. So check that out with that. No word yet on where the Roku Pro line will be coming. All right, if you are looking for a good deal and you have an antenna, you've been thinking about getting a DVR, Tableau has once again, I think this is the third sale in the last 2 months, dropped the price of the Tableau 2-tuner DVR down to $79.95, its lowest price ever. This is a really powerful DVR that with no monthly subscription will allow you to record your antenna, which is a really cool feature, ATSC 1.0 to be clear. But it's a really cool feature. I use it, build up a huge back catalog of content. Check it out, link in the show notes down below if you are looking for a good deal on a DVR for your antenna. Let's get into the question of the day. I get a lot of questions. I answer some of them here. If you have a question for me, leave a comment down below and in the first pinned comment, or leave it down below. Start off with something like a question for Luke, so I know you want me to answer it in these videos. This question I got in, it's a common one, so I wanted to ask you here. Luke, on the Fox Sports app, it wants me to log in with a cable provider to watch an NFL game. How do you recommend watching the NFL games that are on Fox Sports without a TV provider? So, Fox Sports app does have some content free, but Be honest, if it's on a cable network or even local television, a lot of times they ask you to log in. Used to be, I think they used to include some NFL games free. I've heard mixed things about doing that. If you want to watch Fox broadcast channel stuff on your local Fox, I recommend getting an antenna if you can. I understand some people cannot, but 90% of Americans are covered with an antenna to give them to the local Fox. Now, Fox Sports 1 and other Fox FS2, you can go get things like Sling TV subscription, YouTube TV, or other for a one-time fee. Sadly, there's no standalone service for Fox. Fox has been very adamant that unlike ESPN, who is building a standalone service, they don't intend to do that right now. I wouldn't be surprised if that changes. But you can go check that out over at a place like YouTube TV or Sling. But if you want to watch stuff on CBS, you can get Paramount Plus or an antenna. NBC, you can get Peacock or an antenna. Honestly, I highly recommend you get an antenna if you can. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. Take care, be safe. Thank you everybody for your support.